this point, and here we go. Now, as you may see over here, I hope everybody can hear me correctly. If anyone in the chat can let me know how is the sound. So I'm going to do a testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Okay. So again, this here is, I'm going to try to move it a little bit around. As you can see here, it has all the clothing parts and everything. So I'm going to take everything down, and these are the parts that are ready. So we just have to finish up this today. This is done. These ones we have to finish. And this. So far this is good. So the feet are not glued to the base, but this is done so far. And these are done. So we're going to finish up the right side of this with some dark wash. Now I hope this everything you can guys see it correctly. This is the first time actually doing it with the new setup. So if something goes wrong, let me know. And I'm going to try to do something different a little bit today, so just bear with me for a second. Hi everyone and welcome. As you can see, I'm just going to prepare this parts to finish painting it up. Now this will take just a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to start the work. Now thanks for everybody for joining in. I'm just trying to set up a couple of things over here. And then as soon as I'm done with that, we can start doing the work. And now I have to get used to now where I put my stuff, because I had to move a couple of things around so I can make more space. So first things first, I'm gonna finish this part up. So this one here, this is done. I was doing something different over the weekend, as you can see all the red. I'm working on a video on Dragon Ball Z Broly. He's a huge guy, and I'm printing him, I'm painting him. He's a 1/6 scale, but he still looks like a 1/5 or almost like a quarter scale. He's really big. So I'm having lots of fun painting him up. And now for this one I'm going to use the acrylic shape. And it's always good to use a glove. You don't need to. It's not a must, but it's advised. This helps maintain your painted parts more clean, and don't mess up the paint that you already did. So if you have some gloves home, then I will advise using them, but otherwise it's not a must. And what I'm doing here, I'm just applying to the deepest parts of the sculpt some shadows. And this is the Agrax Earthshade, so this will bring this armor at the color that I want. Hi guys, thanks for joining in. Don't forget to hit that like button, much appreciated. And this week, hopefully I'm going to finish up War. I have just a couple of things to do, so we will see how it goes and how much further we can go. And then I'm going to see who is going to be the next project. I have a couple of models printed out already, as we maybe mentioned it before to you guys. So this time I'm going to do something a little bit different. I think I'm going to go with an anime figure. We will see when we get there. Hi Simi. It's going all well, thank you very much for asking. It looks like it's a slow start this Monday. Not too many people join in yet. But I'm sure we're gonna pick up at one point. Guys, if you have any questions, put it please down in the comment down below. And I almost dropped my piece. Try not to do that. How was everybody's weekend? Did you have fun? Now, as you can see, I put the other piece over here next to me, so I can see the tone difference. So I don't want to go too dark on this one, and then this will be brighter. So I kind of want to maintain it at the same color. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Some variation, it's really nice. But in the same time, I wanted to keep it as close as possible. And again, I'm just trying to apply as much wash as possible, but not to pour too much in, because that will be too much sometimes, so you don't want to ruin what you did, like I just did here. But it's okay, I can correct it, it's not a big deal. Try just to pay attention to what you're doing. I'm trying to read the chat as well in the same time. And when I take my eyes away from the work, mistakes will happen. Now guys, as I mentioned it before, I have a different setup, so I'm testing out this new camera. It's an instant 360 camera. At the moment I didn't work out all of the kinks for it, so slowly I'm gonna get there as well. So far I'm happy with it. I had some small issues connecting it to the OBS, but I worked out the problem. I had a little bit of a help in a way from Jerry. He mentioned that maybe I should do fire a software update on the camera. I done the update, and after that everything looks like it's working perfectly, so that was a small. And before that I tried everything except updating the software, the software doesn't matter. Can't pronounce that word now. On the camera, so he had an older software on it, so yeah, after that everything works perfectly now. Now I just got the camera literally an hour before I went live. It looks like the stream crashed a little bit, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not that happy about it. Now unfortunately this will be more like a test to see how it works. This PC is set up only for streaming, so I'm hoping everything will be okay with it. I have no other softwares on it, just like literally what I need for the streaming. And it's a really good PC. It's my older PC, but it's still really good, so it should handle the stream with no problem. If by any chance the stream goes down, guys, I'm gonna be back really soon, so if by any chance goes down, just check back in a couple of minutes. I hope it doesn't crash. But at the moment I'm in the unknown, so I'm testing it for the first time, everything to work together. Hey, Grumpy Bat. Thanks for the heads up for the software update. I just couldn't figure it out what was wrong with it. After I done the software update, yeah, uh, the Steam Deck just picked up the camera, and since then it's all good. I didn't have too much time to play around with the camera controls, but I'm going to do it after. I kind of have a rough idea how to do it, so everything will be sorted out for the next Wednesday, kind of in a way. So I'm sorry if I have any hiccups on the way. When you're changing something from what you used to the unknown, it's always a little bit scary. But I feel that I had to do it because the other one, my other PC, it's too far away from my workbench, so I couldn't really reach it. It would be too many cables, too long of cables, and I just decided just to set up this PC just for the streaming, and hopefully it's all gonna work out. In worst case, I can always go back to the previous method, which wasn't bad at all. I like to have a little bit more control over what I'm doing, so this will give me that chance to make it a little bit more different. Okay, we are getting there a little bit slowly because it has so many details. Now after this I only have the gloves to paint it up in the same style, so we are kind of almost done with the armor and the bones and everything. Now on the inside it doesn't really matter, I just want to give it a little bit of a continuation, so it's always good to follow up even if you cannot really see it. Sometimes some of the when you turn around to look at your statue, you can still notice on the inside as well. So I picked up this really bad habit to paint as much as possible on the inside as well. So if you try to take a picture from a different angle, it still looks good. And by the way, Jerry, that Batman is huge. Like when I saw it in the picture, man, that was really really big. I was expecting it to be big, to be honest with you, but not this big. And I'm pretty sure a couple of you guys are thinking about now, like that's what she said, joke. Just calm down. It's okay. Let me catch up with you. Yes, I saw that already. Yes, I already played around a little bit. I don't want to start doing it now because I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, I already starting. I did the zoom controls, and then I know you can do the pan, move it left and right. Guys, let me know how is the focus, if it's the focus good or not. Again, I will have to go and look back at the video. I have to do a couple of tests and see a little bit more about it. I just had this new setup, so I really wanted to start it, and when I saw that the camera arrived today, I was like, okay, you just have to do it. So I'm hoping for the best. And now here I'm going to use a little bit of a black, if I can find my black paint, and it should be here. It's not here. Oh, it's here. So guys, what you see with this basket, this is the basket with the current paints that I'm using for this model. So I don't have to put them away and then put them back here, or I forgot which I use or anything like that. So I use this small basket to put all my current paints that I'm working on the model. So if I have to do some fix up or have to do some changes, it's a quick access to it. So if you're wondering why you see a basket so many times on the screen. So I'm gonna do, now typically call this a highlight, but I'm doing the opposite of a highlight, so call it whatever you want. So I'm just gonna go over a little bit with the dark, I mean a black, it's not even dark, it's just straight up black on the edges, kind of a little bit, to make it stand it out. Now if you don't like it, you don't have to do this. I just prefer giving a little bit of details to this, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And then after this, this is done. So by Friday, I hope I start painting up the torso, and then we have the weapons. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna finish it up this week, only if I work off camera, but then I will not don't want to do that. So I'm gonna try to keep everything on camera, what I'm doing on him. I done already a couple of things, small things that it was just keep repeating, like painting up the bones and all that stuff. So now, as you can see guys over here, they are almost identical. You don't want them to be perfect copies. You want it to stand out a little bit, to have a little bit of a difference to them. Hey, how are you doing, 2D painter? And now I will take a little bit of a deck tan. And guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining in. Make sure that you hit that like button. It will be much appreciated. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And now let's paint up this couple of tooth that he has on here. Now I'm not used to this, so I will have to find a good position with the camera to make it work. Now guys, how was your weekend? I know in the States, anyone who's from the States, you had the 4th of July. I hope you had fun. Didn't blow too many things up. Or the worst, you didn't shoot yourself by mistake. I hear that a lot of those happens in the States, people shooting themselves. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a couple of tooth. It doesn't have to be perfectly done, but I always try to do as much details as we can. So 3D painter, what are you up to? I know Jerry probably is having his lunch, if I'm not wrong. This is the black. So enjoy that, Jerry. Maybe you finished already. And guys, by the way, if you have any questions, please put it down in the chat. That sounds like a me plan, just staying away from people and just relaxing. That's what I try to do as much as possible as well. We have nice friends, but sometimes it's just good to spend some time with yourself. Okay, and I'm going to call this done. So I can move on to the next thing. And that will be finishing up the airbrushing on the purple parts. Some of them, they had a little bit of a different shade to it. So I'm going to sort that one out. So this is the part that I have to catch up. This is not the done part, so I still have to make to look kind of the same. Now this one has a little bit highlights done on it. These ones, they don't have the highlights yet. So that's why you see a little bit of a difference in colors and in shades. So yeah, this looks pretty close to it. So I'm gonna call this one done, and then I have to finish this one up. And even this one needs a little bit more. And it looks like I didn't clean out my airbrush since last time. And that's never good. So guys, make sure that always try to clean out as much as you can your airbrush if you leave it dry too much. And now this is an alcohol wipe, so I do my own alcohol wipes. I just take a wet pipe, take out all the water, dry it out, and then just fill it up with alcohol. 90% isopropyl alcohol. It works really good for me to clean everything down, even with resin. I've been doing it for long now. When I started, this was during the COVID, and the alcohol wipes, they were really expensive and really hard to get by. And then when I had the idea to just do my own kind in a way, and it's really good because you can just clean down all of your tools really quick. So yeah, here you go. Now let's hope now the airbrush is clean. I just finished my dinner, guys, so yeah. Jerry finished his lunch. This one, it's a little bit more difficult to hold because tag, it's not that. Actually, let me try putting it on one of these ones to see if is going to stay. It's going to pop off because the key, it's a little bit too small, so it doesn't have a proper grip. Huh. I think actually it will do. So now always try to give equally to all the parts the equal attention. Now some parts you will not see it anyway, but I just like to know that I did it. In the past I come across that I didn't paint something correctly, and then when I turned it around you could see the part wasn't painted correctly, and that was always something that bothered me. So now I'm trying to do all of the parts that could be seen. Even if you have the smallest chance to see it, it's just... Now this is the part that I stopped on Friday, so this is what I'm continuing. And this will be the inside, so the inside usually it's a little bit more darker than the outside, so I go a little bit heavier. And now we have this part over here. So Ron, do you know what you're gonna make for lunch? You have everything, you have something on your mind, or you still have to figure it out? So here on the inside, because you cannot really see too much in, I'm just gonna spray this darker purple. It's actually a clean purple, but it's darker, so I'm gonna just spray it everywhere, a little bit heavy-handed. As I mentioned last Friday, the last stream, I don't like when the guys that do the cuts leave this as one part, because it's really hard to get into there to paint it up. So I always say that if it's possible to be cut up, just cut it up. I know it's an extra 5 minutes work, but it makes a difference. So if you guys do the cuts, please take those 5 minutes and do the cut. It's not a big deal. It's literally, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes. And now if you can hear it from the outside, it's like the guys are in action. Now again on this one I'm doing now the darkest parts, and then I'm gonna come back with some highlights, and then I'm going to do some black on the edges. And as I mentioned before, I always try to do as much as possible on the inside as well. Okay, and I think that will do. Now just we have to leave it dry it. And then I'm gonna mix up some of the lighter purple. Thanks for coming in, Jerry. Hope to see you soon. So I did do the mix the last time on video, but I don't remember exactly how I did it, so it doesn't really matter on this one. So I'm going to do something similar. And then I'm gonna put a couple of drops of the purple that I use for the base color. And mix it all up really good. And then I'm gonna thin this down really good. And this looks too dark, so I put a little bit too much purple. So I'm gonna put more of the off-white. So at the moment I put 30 drops of the white and 7 of the purple, and I'm gonna put some thinner as well. And at the moment I'm not gonna put too much, but then I'm gonna come back and put a little bit more. and put another drop of the purple, which actually was 2 drops. And I think this will do. So now I'm going to thin this one down with the thinner. And then do the highlights all over it. Oh, I don't like this, what's happening here, what the thinner does to the paint. Oh, this is not the thinner. Fuck. This is something else. Okay. It's a thinner as well, but it's a thinner for alcohol paint. So I messed the whole thing up. That's my bad, because I don't read the labels. And I used it and I left it over. I didn't put it away. So yeah, that's a different type of thinner. So that's why I messed up the paint. Okay, let's start all over again. And this is how you learn. And then I put 8 of this. I put 10 this time. And now let's use the proper thinner. Yeah, this is a different story. And now we are talking. Yes, I've been using the alcohol ink, which is based on a whole different type of thinner. And the bottles, they are literally the same. So that's why I got a little bit mixed up. Well, at least I noticed in time, so I didn't put it in the airbrush. Imagine if I put that thing into the airbrush. It will clog the whole thing. So you see guys, this is what you don't see in the videos. If I do small mistakes like this, nobody will know. But on live, you can see how easy it is to mix up just your thinner and then go somewhere really wrong way. Okay, I like the how thick it is, so I'm gonna put it in the airbrush and I'll start brushing a little bit of highlights. So as you can see, what I'm trying to do, it's similar to this one. So I'm just going to put it here. So That looks about right. And on the back, just a little bit here and there. I'm gonna go really light, because here again you're not gonna see as much highlights. But how is the statue sculpted and how the cloth are staying, you're gonna see some of it. Now let's take this part. Now closer you go to your model with the airbrush, more precise the spread of the paint will be, and further away you go, it's more wider the area that you're gonna brush. So if you go close, it will be nice and tidy. If you go further away, it will be more widespread. And again, on the back, I'm just gonna do it a little bit. And that looks about right to me. So this is the last part. Now guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you check out my main channel. I have lots of videos of how to paint. I have tips and tricks, tutorials, whatever you need, you can find it over there. And after that, if you didn't have enough, just go and check out the 3D Painter's channel. He's doing live streams and he has some videos as well. So he's an awesome dude, friend of the channel as well. So make sure you check him out. And I've done a couple of small mistakes over here, so I'm gonna come back with the previous clear purple, and just correct the small mistakes that I oversprayed a little bit the highlight. It's always to go and fix it up before you forget. It looks like today it will be a little bit of a slow Monday. But that's not a problem. Now, to all my members out there, soon you're gonna get some exclusive content. I'm setting that up as well. At the moment, I'm just juggling between too many projects and I'm doing too many things, so sometimes the content it's a little bit all over the place, unfortunately. I'm just one person and I'm trying to do as much as possible but time catches up with you sometimes, and then you planning to do a couple of things that you cannot do. So life has this certain way of saying no, you will have to slow down a little bit. So yeah, you, for my members, you didn't get any too much attention, but some stuff will come towards you, so much appreciated. And guys, if you would like to support my work so I can get more resin, more paint, and do this more time, you can do so on my Patreon. Can be Neo, or you can do it as well on YouTube membership, whatever suits you. I know some people have problems with the YouTube membership because they cannot do it. YouTube will not allow them because the regions. I just had somebody reaching out and asking me how you can support me, and again, in those cases you can do it on Patreon, but if you can do it on YouTube, then that's good as well. And thank you very much for all of my Patreons and my YouTube members. Oh, I forgot to do the highlights on the neck piece, so ooh, let's go back to the brighter purple. I think the airbrush it's a little bit starting to clog up, so I'm gonna use some airbrush cleaner as well, just to make sure that all the pieces are removed. Now for this piece I will need the airbrush to be low pressure as well anyway, so now guys, let me know what are you working on. If you have any projects maybe that you're working on, or something that you would like to do, or you're just here to learn, that's good as well. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. Now this one here, I want it to be a little bit more thinner, so I'm going to thin down the paint a little bit more. Make sure when you thin down your paint, if you do it in the airbrush, that you mix it up really good. Otherwise the paint will go down on, because it's heavier, will go down on the bottom of the airbrush, and then the thinner will be on the top. And by the time you're finishing up the statue, the bottom part will be just thinner, and the top part will be just the paint. So guys, as you can see on this one over here, actually I'm gonna lower down the pressure a little bit, and I'm gonna go close as possible to the model, because I want to do just tiny lines. I don't want to overdo it. and it's coming along really good. Oh, by the way, I don't know, guys, if you know, I'm a really big X-Men fan, and the new X-Men season 2 of the animated series is out, and I just started watching it, and it's pretty amazing. I have to say, season 1 was really good, but now season 2 is out, so I have high hopes for it. Okay, this will do. I'm gonna clean out the small part from the paint that I mixed it up. I always try to stay on the top and clean it out as fast as possible, otherwise the paint will dry in it, and it would be, you can still clean it out, don't get me wrong, but it will be a little bit harder, so it's always good to clean it out before hardens. And now I'm not sure how I want to do the next step of the. It looks like I missed some chat, maybe, guys, because I set it on live chat, but it looks like it went back up to the top chat. So if guys, if I miss any of the chat, please let me know. Say it again, repeat yourself. Now this part, I'm not sure if I'm gonna to do it with the airbrush or I'm gonna do it by hand. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. So I'm gonna start it with painting it by hand, and then if it doesn't work, I'm going to do it with the airbrush. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to do the edges, the end, with some black. Yeah, I think I like how it comes out. I have to do a little bit more just to see if it works out. Now, if I decide to do all of it by hand, that will be some time consuming as well, but I think it will be a little bit better if I do it with by hand, because with the airbrush some parts are a little bit harder to access. So guys, when you're not sure about something, that how it's going to look, just start doing it, and by the end you will see that if it's something that you like or not, and then you can always go back and fix it up. I do that a lot of times. I have an idea, but when I apply it, it's not at what I was thinking, so it's something else, and I try to change it, or I just go back and repaint the whole thing. What I'm trying to say, basically, it's you learning doing it. So if you don't get you don't give yourself the chance to fail, how can you succeed? It's always good to try something out and not to be up to your the standards, than want to do something and you're not doing it. I have to say, so far I like it. We will see if I add some more color to it. And that would be another thing as well, guys. Like, if you do something and if you ask somebody else's opinion and they don't like it, that's okay. It's always good to ask somebody's opinion on things, color, paints, or what you want to do, because they can give you a different view of the point. Now, it doesn't mean that you still have to do it the same way as they say or anything like that, but you have a second opinion, so you have like almost another option. I always like to do that. I always ask my wife what she thinks about a color, and even if she doesn't come with the perfect solution, sometimes helps me find a better way, or sometimes her idea are actually way better than what I was trying to do. So I always ask my wife, and she usually helps out a lot. I'm trying to stay as much on camera as possible. So if I go a little bit off, sorry for that. Two of the holes over here, they got stuck with paints. I was trying to remove the paint over there. Looks like it doesn't want to move, so yeah. This is a little bit of a tricky part on this one to do. And unfortunately, you guys are not going to see it on camera, but it's literally the same thing that I did before. I'm going to do for the next hour maybe. I think I'm being a little bit optimistic over here, just saying 1 hour, because I'm pretty sure this is going to take a little bit longer. There's some really hard to reach parts over here, so I'm trying to do them. Okay, let's do the other side, so let's flip over. And still one of the holes is still stuck up, so here we go. Okay, so this is the progress so far. When all of it is done, it's going to look a little bit different. Now guys, if you're new to my channel, thanks you very much for checking me out. Make sure you give a like and a subscribe. And thanks for everyone to join in. Now, I'm doing that from Darksiders, if you're wondering what is the statue. And it's by Tanuki Figures, and I'm not sponsored by anything by them, so this is just something that I really liked. I used to play the video game a lot, and that was one of my favorite characters, so when I saw the model I decided to print it and paint it out, but unfortunately it got pushed back a little bit, so now I decided just I have to do it. So that's why I'm doing him. And if you would like to see some other of my models that I painted up, I have all my models posted almost like timeline wise how I done them on my Instagram, so go check out my Instagram, gambitneo1. And if you're interested in any of my statues, send me a DM and then we can work something out. And after this, I already decided I'm gonna come back and blend a little bit the black in with some purple wash, and that I'm going to do it with the airbrush. So it's going to be a little bit faster than this. I think with the black I will do a bigger mass with the airbrush than actually I wanted to. So here we go. Guys, let me know if you don't mind. How is the focus on the camera? It's bad. It's good. I'm using a new camera. I used to use my phone till now, so I'm not sure if the camera works. The focus on the camera works properly or not. So if you don't mind me, put it down in the chat. Much appreciated. Looks like it's a quiet chat today. But thank you everyone for joining in. Much appreciated. Now what I'm trying to over here, I'm not trying to do any straight lines. I'm trying to kind of dab the brush in on the model on the edges, so it doesn't look too uniform. And I have this other side now to finish up, and yeah, we are done after that. One down out of 5. So at this rate it's going to be really so much fun. But at least it's not boring as painting up some bloody candles. You all know by this time how I feel about candles, and if you have no clue what I'm talking about, go and check out my previous stream. Then you can catch up with the history of the candles. And kind of that's it. I will call that done. I'm gonna come back with a little bit of purple clear, and then just go over a little bit just to blend it in the edges. And that's it. That's the cloud done. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add something more to it in the end, but for now this is how it's going to look. Sometimes I have the tendency to overdo things, so I'm trying to do as much as it's needed. And again, always make sure that you do the inside as well, because sometimes when you take pictures you can actually see from a different angle that it's not painted. It happened to me, and once you see it, then you cannot not unsee it anymore, so it's going to be always there, and trust me, it's going to bother you. So it's better sometimes to give the extra time and just do it. Now here I'm going to do it just a little bit different. I'm not going to do it all around, so I'm going to just dip it here and there a little bit with black. And that's kind of will be done. Oh, I have to get a better chair for here now. This chair, it's a little bit heavy on my back. It's not the healthiest chair. Remember guys, if you have any questions, just put it down in the chat and I will try to answer them. If you don't have any questions, then you can just keep following my progress on that. Okay, and now I'm gonna, because this one dried, I just want to do what I said. I'm going to do the blending, so I just want to see how it's going to look before I go further. Now let me set it up here really good for some airbrushing. So I'm gonna use the same clear purple and just blend a little bit the edges in with the black. Let's see how good of a job can I do. This looks better than I was expecting, to be honest, so I'm gonna keep going. At this part it's really hard to grip the piece from any part, any side, because you don't want it to grab it where it's freshly painted. I'm just gonna reapply a little bit of shadows in the deepest part of the skull. So I'm gonna compare the two of them. So this has nothing done on it, as you can see, and this has the black, and then I blended it in with some clear. So this is how it looks so far. And after it dries, I'm gonna see if I need a little bit more clear on it. So yeah, let's just keep rolling with this, and I'm gonna move on to this part. I'm just reapplying again on a little bit the shadows, if I oversprayed the highlights a little bit. So just reapplying a little bit. On the deepest parts of the spout. And yeah, now I have only 3 more pieces to go. I just want to see if the mic is working. I just had to go and check out on my son because he's been so quiet. So just wanted to make sure that everything is okay. And let's go and finish all up this black. And after this, the bottom side of his body, the lower part, it will be done. And now guys, if you just join in, thank you very much for choosing my channel. I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I would love to have you back if you like if you like that what I'm doing here. So make sure to check out my main channel as well, give it a subscribe, give it a like. At the moment I'm still posting videos as well, but we'll see in the future. It could be just live stream. Editing the videos, it takes up a lot of time and has to be speed up a little bit, has to be cut out to have a decent runtime, because people will lose their focus after some time, so you cannot make them too long. So at the moment I'm really enjoying the live streaming, so if you like what you see here, make sure to check out the 3D painter as well. He's streaming almost every day. He has similar content but different in the same time, and it's always good when you get into this hobby to check out other people to see how they do it. Everybody does it differently, have a different technique, different style of painting, and as more as you check it out, more you kind of figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it as well. So when I started, I did follow a couple of guys and they helped me out a lot, and I still follow them to this day, not as often as before, but I always try to catch up. There are lots of amazing channels out there, so make sure that if you come across any of them, you share it with your friends and family. It's always help out, so make sure you do that. And if you're just getting into the hobby and you would like to find out more, make sure you leave a comment down in the chat, and then we can answer any of your questions as best to our knowledge. And we have the Grumpy Vet as well. He's not didn't post any videos yet, but go give it a subscribe to his channel. He's gonna start posting videos soon. I know he's working on an amazing Batman at the moment. Then you have the Bean 3D. He's as soon as going to start working on a Bumblebee from Transformers, and it's a huge piece. So go check out his channel. Then who else we have? We have Sergeant Major SWAT. He's doing some amazing work as well. Recently, I think his last video was something about Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee, diorama from Wicked, and he does some really amazing sweating techniques on them. So if you're ever in need of something like that, again, go and check out his channel. Then don't forget to check out your dad, Ground Affected. He's been around for some while now, and he has an amazing channel. And I start following him, and at one point I decided to do the same thing, to make videos. And then, to be honest with you guys, I like making the videos, but it takes such a long time, as I mentioned it before, and I have more fun doing the live streams. It's a little bit more personal, I feel, and at the moment it works out better for me. Now, one thing that we don't have with this hobby, it's time or paint or resin, but time is the biggest problem. So yeah, we try to make it as more easier for ourselves as we can, but that's not always easy. It's not always doable. So yeah, that's why I'm sticking a little bit with the live stream, and we will see in the future how it's going to go. I'm not promising anything at the moment. So yeah. And again, there are amazing channels out there. We have the Old Man Painter, Chris, as well. Go check out his channel. He's doing some amazing work. He's more newer a little bit, but he's growing really, really fast. Then you have Shelf Candy as well. And let's not forget about Glenn. I don't know anything about Glenn, but it sounds like he deserves whatever comes towards him. So yeah. And if I missed any of the channels, please let me know. So depends on the figure, depends how big it is. More bigger the figure is, more details you can put in. For me, usually if I'm doing it off stream, it will take a couple of days because I can work more hours on it on the stream. Usually I'm trying to keep everything on stream, so usually I stream around between 2 hours and 2.5 hours. So it takes me a little bit longer, but I will say a couple of days I can paint up a figure. Depends if, for example, if it's a costume for a customer, then my main focus is on that. So usually for a custom statue, I give a week for the printing and then 1 week for painting. But that it's usually done before a week. It's just that if something comes up or if something happens, I have to reprint something, then I have the time, so I don't have to uh, say that it's going to be late. So usually it takes me 2 weeks from print to paint, I will say. But again, if it's for a customer, then it's even faster because I'm gonna focus on that fully as much as possible. I would say around a week to paint up, but again, depends on the model, depends on the scale, depends on how much time you want to put in. If you have the model already, like it's, for example, it's a kit and it's everything like cleaned up and you just have to paint it, or you do have to do the prop. So there are a couple of things that change how much time you spend on the model. But for me, I will say it's around a week, and even then depends on how many hours. If I only spend 6 hours a week on the model, like I'm doing at the moment, I'm spending around 6 or 7 hours on this. It will take me a little bit longer, to be honest, because I'm just doing it on the stream and I'm not doing off stream. But if I'm doing it on stream, even recording, it takes way less. And it was a good question, Red Zionk. That was a really good question. So, guys, if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Now everybody will have a different timeline on the figures as well. Again, it depends on the model, depends on the scale, how much time you want to put in it. If you want to do more details, then it will take a little bit longer. Depends on the person as well, how fast he can do it. If the model is already prepped, that saves a lot of time, because sometimes prepping takes up more than painting. No problem at all. Anytime. Any questions, please, guys? Go ahead. And guys, if you would like me to do any specific videos about so I think the chat dropped the stream stopped for a couple of seconds, so sorry for that. Let's keep doing it, it looks like today a bit. If you want me to do a video about a specific thing, let me know in the chat. Go and comment on my videos, and then we will see if multiple people will want a video about something specific, how I'm doing. I can do one, no problem. I already have lots of tips and tricks video on my channel, so if you're interested to picking up the hobby, go and check it out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, behind the screen it's way more work on it than what you can see. Sometimes I watch other YouTubers and I see them, the content they're making, it's so much easier, it's so less time consuming. So I think with this hobby we have the really our hands full, because literally it's a couple of hobbies between them. So the 3D painter is gonna be live today, so make sure you check out his stream. He's gonna start after I finish, about 2 hours around there, an hour and a half. So if you still have some time left on your hands, he's a really cool dude. He makes some amazing work. He's working on a custom Punisher at the moment. Even if you don't want to paint up the Punisher, let's say, but you can still learn some of his techniques, that he's doing some cool brick work. So yeah, make sure you check him out. And check out all the small creators and even big content creators in this hobby. Everybody has a different way of doing it, so it's always good to have a different view on what would you like to do. Now guys, soon we'll have to take a quick break, so I'm gonna be back in a couple of seconds. Don't leave. It's just that I have something really important to do. And then be back with continuing this. Yeah, I'm trying to keep that because I have small kids around, so at the moment, so trying not to say anything that they can pick up and then repeat. Okay, so this is almost done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to finish painting up all the black on all of them. I have 2 more parts left, and then I'm going to give the wash on top to try to blend in a bit the black and the purple. So now this is the second part that it's done, and then we have this and this. Now guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, so back in a couple of seconds. Sorry for that. And I'm still not used to the Stream Deck, so I forgot to press the button when I went. So I was doing it with the mouse, and then I realized that I have a streaming deck, so it's easier. I have it set up, but this is the first time I'm using it, so I'm not used to it as much. So hopefully these days I'm gonna get a little more use out of it, and then by next week I'm gonna use it properly. It's the worst thing when you remove your glove and then you try to put it back on. Yeah, you're lucky you don't have kids in your studio, so yeah, you get away with it. I don't mind at all. I prefer it this way. I just have to watch out a little bit, but that's it. Now I'm gonna do this part now, and again it's gonna be the same thing, just building up the black. I'm trying to go as fast as possible, but faster you go, more prone to do some mistakes, so always watch out with that one. And guys, remember, let me know if you're watching the new season, the X-Men 97. I watched a couple of episodes already, and I really like it, but I'm biased towards X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan. Maybe you noticed of my content. So yeah, at the moment I'm really enjoying it. The previous season, season 1, it was really good. I really liked it. So I have high hopes for this one as well, to be honest. and I hope by Friday I start painting up the weapons. I have some really cool ideas how I want to make it, so if everything goes well on but I don't think it's gonna be this Friday because actually I still have the torso, which I'm gonna probably start painting up on Wednesday, and then yeah, that definitely will not bring the weapons by Friday. So yeah, that will take some longer time to get there. But I have some cool idea that I want to do for the weapon. Now it's not always how you think it's gonna come out and how it's gonna come out when you start painting it. So it's always good to adapt on the fly as much as you can. It did happen before that I had a certain paint combination to do it, and then when actually I done it, I didn't like it at all, and I had to go and change everything out. But it's always good to have an idea what you want to do before you do it. Sorry guys, I went in my mind for a second, and when that happens, everything else just shut down and I'm on autopilot. And this is giving me the candle vibes again. It's just one of those repetitive work that it's not as enjoyable sometimes as will be something cool. But I still love what I'm doing, so I done a couple of scratches with black on that one, and I kind of like it how it looks, so I'm gonna come back and do a couple more on this one as well. It's actually a sculpted in piece where the scratches are, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Not too much, here and there. Okay, and then I'll just keep going with this till we finish. Now guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, share it with your friends and family. I'm trying to grow my channel, and at the moment the YouTube algorithm put me on a little bit of a break, I would say. I don't know why. Actually, yesterday I just managed to get fully monetized on YouTube. It took me some time. I didn't have enough watch hours, but in the end I made it. So thank you for everybody who joined in and watched my content. Much appreciated. Every time you join in and you watch it, gets me a little bit closer to my dream, and that would be that this to be my full permanent job, which I would really really love to be. We will see how YouTube sometimes treats smaller channels. It's a little bit more strange. We can just wait and see what happens with our channel. We don't have any control, or it would be nice to just see that your time that you put in this hobby, it's just noticed a little bit by the YouTube algorithm as well. You're trying to do all the things that they ask you, you do it, and sometimes you feel like you're punished by them. Now I understand this is a more niche hobby. It's not as wide as something done by AI, because that's, I don't know how it gets so many views. Anyway, uh, this is at least still made by humans for now. So yeah, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, let the algorithm know that you enjoy the channel, so other people like you can discover us and help us grow in the same time. It doesn't cost you anything. So thank you again, and sorry for kind of asking all the time, but again, as I mentioned it, the algorithm kind of forces us to do this because they want interaction with the channels, and this is the best way of getting it for us. I'm gonna stop here. Thank you very much, everyone. And now let's keep going with this. And one side it's almost done, so that means one more side, and then I have the back part, which is the biggest one, so I left that for the last. If you want to find out anything about paints or prints, or how to do it better or faster, or what printer will work for you, or what you're interested in, go on, put it down in the chat. We have a couple of guys over here that will be happy to share their knowledge with you. And we have somebody else just joined in. It's the Bean 3D. How are you, Bean? Nice to see you. You made it. Oh, you had internet issues. Oh, sorry for that. Sorry, Ron, I missed. What is the 46 views? If you don't mind telling me. Is that your short video or it's something else? Good, good, Bean. Thank you very much. Good, good. Uh, just keep going with the dad from Darksiders. I really, really like this model. And this model was done by Tanuki Figures. You can find them on Patreon. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just really like the video game, so when I saw the model, I wanted to paint it up. They have a war as well, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna paint that one up as well, just to have the collection, and hopefully by then they're gonna do Fury or Strife as well. I'm not sure if they're planning to do, but it would be cool to have all the four horsemen. Oh yeah, the Punisher short. Yeah, I don't get it. Like again, you do something, you spend so much time doing it because guys, again, this is time consuming, and you put your heart and soul in it. You do it, and then you get like our friend Ron over here, 46 views on a short, and then all the YouTube slab, the AI slab on YouTube and everywhere else got millions of views. I just don't get it. And I know people have short spam sometimes when it's not their preferred hobby, but again, that's shit from AI. It's not like it's anything creative or anything like that. It's just rubbish. But that's my opinion, and you can disagree if you want, but you're not gonna change my mind. I do think AI can help in couple of sections to improve our workflow, I will say, but we are not there yet, and I don't think AI should be used everywhere. I think it should be just specific tasks that the AI, even at the moment, everything that the AI does, it almost has to be second checked by a human. And I know they say that one day they're gonna get there that you don't have to double check, but I don't know. I will not still not trust. And don't forget, more you share with the AI, more he will know about you as well. So when the time comes, it will be our doing kind of that we give all the knowledge to it. So yeah, we keep going with this one, and as you can see the difference between two of them after I blended it in a little bit. So at the moment I'm just doing the black on the side, and then I'm going to blend it in, and then when I'm going to apply the clear coat, this will blend even more in. The clear coat usually just brings everything together. Yeah. Another thing is like they put even like they have the thing that if you're to if you're done by AI that they're not gonna push you, but I still feel that they pushing AI way too much. But hey, it's their channel, so they can do whatever they want. But again, if you don't speak up about this, it's gonna come that day that nobody will care, even if you speak up. To me, it happened as well that I re-uploaded a video, and the second time I upload it, it done way better. But even that one, it's not all the time works correctly, even if you re-upload it. At this point, I don't think even YouTube knows how the algorithm actually works. And I think that it's not far-fetched. Okay, and I'm gonna call this done as well. So 4 pieces down, one more to go. And we are getting there. Now, my best short, I got 11K on YouTube. That was my best one, 11K with Captain America. And I don't know what happened. That never ever happened again. That was last year as well. And since then, I never even went close to something similar. On Instagram, I get more views and everything on my videos, but on the shorts. But here on YouTube, I don't know. And then you see all the AI slop, and then they get million views. By this time, you will think that the algorithm learn how to detect AI stuff, and it will push it in the back. But I don't think they planning to do that. It looks like they just want to ride the wave of the AI. Or maybe I shouldn't talk so much about YouTube if I still want to have a channel over here. So maybe I should cut back a little bit. Don't want to upset the YouTube gods. Yeah, I don't know. Shorts are when I done the Captain America, and I saw that was one of my first videos as well as a short video, and I saw that he had 11K. I was like, yeah, that's good. We're getting there, and I never ever got that. I got over 200K on Instagram and all that stuff, but here, never. And I usually upload my videos on all three short video content format, and I have to say all of them they do different in different places. So some the same video will do better, let's say on Instagram, and then it will do kind of mid on the YouTube, and then it will do horribly on TikTok. Even TikTok at one point it was really good. I think it's going to pick up, but then I don't know. Even that one's just dried out. So this will be the third time that you upload that video, Ron? Now, Ben, how are you going? Bean, I'm sorry, keep calling you Ben. Bean, how is going with Nami? Are you close to finish? Did you have any time over the weekend to work on her? Can't wait to see you start on Bumblebee, to be honest. I really, really want to see how you're going to do the metallic yellow. I'm putting so much pressure on you now that you don't even want to start, I bet. All you can hear from me, it's always the metallic yellow. Yes, you told me that you had to repaint the head, I know that. But how it's coming now? It's okay, or did you already repaint the head, or you still have to do it? And guys, we're almost done with the top part, so slowly we get there. And as I mentioned before, I always like when the whoever cuts the sculpt, because it's not always the same person who sculpts the sculpt. It's actually cutting the parts up. Sometimes it's the different person they do it. Like these are the like job. But doing something like this and making this as one part, it just makes no sense to me. So in the future, if you ever do cuts, please just make it two parts. It takes literally 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. But it's just it will be so much easier for everybody else who is printing it and painted. And I know some people don't care. They say just, oh, I'm just throwing some paint over on it and I don't care too much about it. But there are people out there that actually care how they print up the statues. So I'm already most of the times I had to do some extra cuts on from my side to print them the models in a different in a decent size and just cut to make sure make sense in a way. But if I start cutting everything up, it's just gonna be a whole nother nightmare. So yeah, if you do cutting, yeah, make sure that you cut out that piece. It doesn't take as long. And trust me, I know how long it takes to do this because I'm doing it myself as well. I learned now to do more complex cuts as well. So yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. It's not like anybody just can do it on the first try. It's quite hard, but again, it's not that hard that it's impossible. I don't know, guys, if you remember Fandom Collectibles. They done some amazing work at the start. They had an amazing Captain America, Venom. They done a pretty good Batman as well. Only thing I hated about that Batman, they let the head with the cape. why would it leave the head on the cape? And I asked them really nicely if they want to cut it off, and then they ignored me. Just they never got back to me, and I think that's really, really bad. Now I know they changed the name now. They are not Fandom Collectibles anymore. I think they are called Slash Collectibles. But I never can understand why would you leave a Batman head on a cape, on a huge cape, I have to say. Like why? How you gonna print that out to be printable in a normal size? Now if you do them like 1/8 scale and they are tiny, yeah, I can understand. Yeah, that's okay. It's not a big deal. But if you print anything bigger than 1/6 scale, how are you gonna print a head on a cape? Just want to see it. And then I reached out to them, and we were talking before that, and they were quite okay. But with this Batman, I don't know. They just I still have the Batman printed out. I think it's over a year now, and I never got to it to paint it up. But it's a pretty good Batman. I know the sculptor; he does an amazing job. Now I don't know if he still sculpts. I didn't see any of his new work or anything. I think he moved on. I think he made done something else. But he was doing some amazing work. I never understand why what happened over there with that figure. It's just yeah. So it's slash 3D now. Yeah. Do you remember Jerry the couple first models? Scarlet Witch, Captain America, Venom, Doctor Strange. They had so many good models. Like every month it was a banger. Back then they were even better uh, than Z Studios, if you ask me. But then they just fall off. Like the models just got worse and worse. I know the main guy Gonzalez, I think it was his name. He left. So when he left, everything just went to shit. I think he was kind of the main sculptor for them for a while. And then the thing is, if we're doing this hobby for some time, we can print out something to be decent. How you expect a new guy coming to the hobby to print it out? Then we go and you tell them in a nice way, look, this is unprintable, and then they just ignore you. I think that shows how much they care about the community, and they just care about the money. Yeah, now again, now the slash 3D, it's like a different company. I think it's even the guys who can be in charge, I think they are new people. Now guys, I will have to call this done for today, and then I'm gonna be back Wednesday. So guys, thank you very much for everybody for joining in. I know today it looks like I literally didn't do anything, but I quite did a lot. So I'm gonna finish this up. This just this part, the black one, off camera, because I have the other side as well. So this will be done off camera, just to do the black around it, and then everything's going to look like this. I'm gonna blend it in with some purple wash, so it's not gonna be that obvious. So again, everybody, thanks for joining in, and hope to see you on Wednesday and Friday. And don't forget, if you like what you're seeing over here, make sure that you check out the 3D Painter. He's gonna be live in about 1.5 hours, more or less. So check out his channel. He's similar than what I'm doing here, but it's different in the same time. So again, thanks for watching. Enjoy, and see you on the next one.
finishing a poster.